Brought to you direct from Studio 3B at Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, the American Hardwood Advisor is your source for trends, tips, and insights into how the building industry has evolved. Join me, Steve Stack, along with guest builders and industry leaders as we talk shop and go in depth on what it takes to be the best of the best. Dive into topics like architecture, industry trends, project plans, historical tools, tricks of the trade, and life's lessons from more than 6 decades of experience in the hardwood lumber business. Hey folks, Steve Stack, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Back here in Studio B, not our regular orientation behind the studio desk. I'm out front with our friend Amy Shields.
Nice to see you.
Good seeing you again.
Thank you.
It's great that you were able to stop by, and we've got a little bit of an announcement. And that announcement, folks, is we have a new partnership with an organization called Real American Hardwood Coalition.
Right.
And Amy is on the board with Real American, and you are executive director of AHUG.
Right.
So you're a busy lady, and we've been talking about this for a little while.
We have.
And we finally had the opportunity to act on it, and you've been our point guard and running us through it.
Right.
And so we're learning about Real American Hardwood Coalition and their purpose, and it was attractive to Baird Brothers.
Right.
I am crazy excited about the opportunity, not only in sponsoring the movement, but what the 2,100 plus strong brings to the table.
Right.
And the website,
Right. Is realamericanhardwood.com.
right?
Right.
And folks, it's fabulous.
Yeah, it really is.
It's fabulous.
It really is.
And the short form,
Yeah.
tell the folks what is
Real American Hardwood
Real
is?
American Hardwood.
Okay. So Real American Hardwood started back in 2019, the Real American Hardwood Coalition, and this is the U.S. hardwood industry's attempt to create a national marketing campaign to drive hardwood demand for hardwood products in the United States. So if you were to look back at our trajectory, back before 2008, we had a lot of demand for hardwood in our flooring, our cabinets, our millwork, all of those items that are traditionally made out of hardwood. We hit the Great Recession in 2008, and our demand has been cut in half and has kind of stayed steady at that and really hasn't recovered. So we understand that we need to drive demand for hardwood products across our domestic landscape, and that's what Real American Hardwood is all about. We've got a huge battle in front of us in terms of folks choosing substitute products. You know, we've got lumber now that's made out of rice, it's made out of grass, it's made out of hemp, it's made out of plastic, and folks are leaning into those products and have really kind of moved away from choosing solid hardwood in their homes. So that's what this whole campaign is designed to do, is to really drive home why they want to choose hardwood.
And having said that, and some of the other imitations, I'll call them imitations.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it gives us, because you know it's going to come up in conversation when you start having that conversation with people looking at those other products, and they want to play the sustainability ticket.
Right.
And in our industry today, here at Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, and I know a lot of companies that you're affiliated with, from sustainable forest management to sustainable manufacturing processes, mm-hmm. and using our natural resource to its utmost, we are as sustainable as they get anymore in the hardwood industry.
We are the greenest building material there is. And so I've been telling a lot of people recently, we just came from the U.S. Green Build International Program in Washington, D.C. And, so plastics and steel and all of our competitor products were there touting how green they are. And actually, for us, we really are the greenest building material. Our sustainability is directly linked to being able to produce those products, to harvest wood from the forest. That's what provides the infrastructure to go right back to the forest floor and do the management that keeps our forests healthy. In the United States, our hardwood forests are generating 2.5 times the amount that we're harvesting. So we are a truly sustainable industry. Our forestry professionals do an amazing job of managing, having young, middle-aged, and older trees on our landscape across our hardwood forests, treating for invasive, non-native invasive plants, but all of that is dependent on being able to sustain the industry. And the way we sustain the industry is we manage the forests, we pull some trees out for harvest, we turn those into long-lived, carbon-storing wood products, and that cycle just repeats itself. It's not only good for the environment, it's good for our forest, and it's good for our own well-being. It's proven that wood products actually inside your home correlate to low stress, reduced blood pressure, that biophilic atmosphere, bringing those natural design elements into your home are super important in sustaining the health inside your home. And honestly, the complete opposite is the case for some of those lookalike products that are made from plastic and resins and really are harmful to your.
So if we realize that a tree in a forest, it has a life cycle, it has a purpose,
right, and
it lives its life, and in storing the carbon, and it comes to the point where it can't store no more, right?
Right.
And
eventually it will die. It'll fall over, and it actually will release its carbon back into the atmosphere. So if we can turn that into a product, that carbon stays stored in that product for the life of the product.
Right. So, Amy, we are super excited about our affiliation with Real American Hardwood Coalition and yourself. And folks, we have more great information like Amy has just put out today. And we're going to be working on some projects, and keep track of us because there is some great, exciting, educational information, usage of hardwoods. We're going to be covering it. Stay tuned. All the social platforms, and a lot of it will take place here at Studio 3, but you don't know where we're going to wind up next. So till next time. For all you folks listening, thanks for talking shop with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. If you've enjoyed this episode and want to stay up to date with the American Hardwood Advisor series, give us a like and subscribe. For more tips, projects, and inspiration, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or at bairdbrothers.com. Until next time,